Aja baki san mutan hadi ba. British Commission enters into partnership with the Securities and Exchange Commission. 3 ministries get 250 billion naira fourth tranche Sukuk bond. Duty tour allowance of federal public servants gets upward review. Oil prices on steroids as they rise above $90 a barrel. This is Business Express coming to you on the network service of the NTA. I am Benny Adams, your guide. You're welcome to that time we talk business, and we start by telling you that the Securities and Exchange Commission and the British High Commission to Nigeria have agreed that improving market capitalization in the capital market is a key strategy to increasing GDP. Muplang Dakok reports that both parties are rubbing minds on how to make investing in the capital market a fun experience for both young and old investors.
To look out to the capital market so that's why I said when we started getting the FSD assistance, the defeat assistance through FSD, it was really a welcome relief because this was something that was sorely needed, and you came to our aid, at that, critical time. But we knew that for that aid to continue to really make a meaning, we ourselves had to make more efforts in raising, our revenue, profile. So,
for the British High Commission and for the UK and Nigeria, we hope to try and be partners to you, and really. We understand that the FSDA support has been a good and positive thing, but interested to know how that's worked for you. Always looking to improve. Interested to know how you see the future direction of the SEC, and keen to stress that partnership, that commitment to support you.
International securities consultants were hired to come up with a strategy for us. So a strategy that will build the future of our IT. So that work is ongoing. I think it should be concluded in about a month or a couple of weeks.
The Minister of Finance, Budget and National Planning, Zainab Ahmed, has presented symbolic sukuk checks to the Ministries of Works and Housing, Niger Delta Affairs and the Federal Capital Territory Administration as proceeds of the fourth non-interest debt. Leah Katum Babatunde reports that sukuk is part of the nation's borrowing plan that is primarily sourced to finance critical infrastructure for growth.
250 billion naira being handed out is from the fourth in the series of the nation's sovereign sukuk issues, which began in 2017.
Total capital releases will now move up to 3.65 billion, representing 80% of the capital appropriation for 2021.
Many of these roads had been awarded before we came. They were not funded. So each year, Sukuk commits to milestones, how many kilometers you must deliver with this money.
And I appeal to all our very reputable contractors seated here that they should work and deliver these projects with good quality for which they are all known for.
So on behalf of my minister, Senator Gosford Fabio, I'd like to express our sincere appreciation to the Honorable Minister of Finance, Budget and Planning and the Debt Management Office for considering the East-West Road as part of the Sukuk issuance for 2021.
Offered in December 2021, total sukuk raised in the country is 612.557 billion naira.
This asset base or project base which promotes financial stability by linking the financial sector with other real sectors of the economy.
We in the National Assembly will continue to support the executive in any way we can make sure that this country as a nation develops fast, so that we can participate and benefit from the regional development that is being expected of us.
So the monies go to the contractors after they've done the job. So it's one way to energize each party and tell the contractors we're in business. So get on site, and once you do the job, money is ready for you to be paid, and we keep moving on.
Nigeria's GDP is projected to grow by 4.2% in the year 2022, and the federal government says these can only be possible through steady increase in infrastructure investments.
Meanwhile, the Debt Management Office says it has returned the oversubscribed portion of the country's 250 billion naira road sukuk instrument offered in December 2021. Patience Oniha, Director General of the DMO, made the disclosure while speaking on the sovereign sukuk, which ended with a subscription level of over 865 billion naira.
This one, we offered 250 billion naira. So again, like I said, it's been progressive. In 2017, it was 100 billion. 2018 was also 100 billion. 2020 we got to 162.577. So for this last year, based on all the investor engagements we have done and the popularity of the product, we decided to go for 250. And we got 865 billion of subscriptions. But because the sukuk is part of the domestic borrowing in the budget, so this is not an extra borrowing, it's part of the domestic borrowing in the budget. We took only the 250 that was available in the budget, and unfortunately had to return the other monies to investors. But we made sure that each investor who bid got something.
The National Salaries, Incomes and Wages Commission has announced an upward review of duty toll allowance in the Federal Public Service. The new rates, which take effect from the 1st of February, is to increase workers' welfare in view of current economic realities.
Grade level and its equivalent, 10,000. Grade level 5 to 6 and its equivalent, 15,000. Grade level 7 to 10 and its equivalent 17,500. Grade level 12 to 13 and its equivalent 20,000. Grade level 14 to 15 and its equivalent 25,000. And grade level 16 to 17 and its equivalent 37,500 naira.
Correspondent Emmanuel Emiri reports that the last review was in 2008, with officers on grade level 6 and below taking 5,000 naira, compared with new rate, which is now 15,000 naira. Until now, officers that were lumped up together on grade level 7 to 14 have now been recategorized with different financial implications. The Central Bank of Nigeria says under its 100 for 100 productivity initiative, which seeks to finance 100 Nigerian bankable projects, every 100 days is evaluating beneficiaries through a screening process that will guarantee the money disbursed impact on productivity.
Documentation is around the number of jobs that you seek to create. It's also around what indeed is it quickly you can improve that productivity, or is it a long-term gestation period. We want to see companies that indeed quickly can utilize these funds to improve productivity.
Oil powered toward a 7th straight weekly gain as investors zeroed in on a fast tightening global market and geopolitical tensions. West Texas Intermediate hit a fresh 7-year high near $91 a barrel, set for a jump of more than 4% this week. Brent has surged 18% since the year began, and banks including Goldman Sachs Group Inc. forecast that it will reach $100. Gains this week have been driven by a combination of factors. Bloomberg observers investors have expressed doubt that the Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries and its allies can deliver in full on plans to boost output. At the same time, traders are tracking the situation in Ukraine amid concerns Russia plans to invade, which Moscow has denied. In Texas, a wave of freezing weather has hit some supply. Oil has soared over the past year, joining a broad rally in commodities as demand recovered from the painful impact of the pandemic. The upsurge has cut stockpiles and prompted traders to pay steep premiums to secure near-term supplies. And a quick one on that note, let's take a trip to the commodities market. 2021 was a generally positive year for the NGX suite of indices, as all but 3 of the indices ended the year with positive returns. Chief Executive Officer NGX Temi Pupola, while speaking on the 2021 performance and outlook for 2022, disclosed that the NGX All Share Index returned 6.1%, driven by recovering corporate earnings and improved investor sentiment. The equity capitalization rose by 5.89% or 1.24 trillion naira during the year. The NGX Oil and Gas Index was the best performing index with a return of 52.25%. Recovery in the global oil prices and stronger performances from oil and gas companies. This was closely followed by the NGX Growth Board Index, which returned 28%. It was the year of demutualization, and groundbreaking achievements include customer experience, listings, securities, lending, and market lending. Looking ahead, Pupola highlighted 5 major areas NGX will be looking to make significant strides in 2022. Building on digital transformation, listings and delistings, technology, partnerships, and sustainability. Moving on, shares of Facebook parent Meta Platforms Inc. tanked Thursday after the social media company fell short with its quarterly outlook and outlined a laundry list of business pressures, from the rise of TikTok to privacy changes made by Apple Inc. to macroeconomic constraints on ad spending. The stock plummeted 26% in Thursday trading to lock its worst single-day percentage decline on a record. Global market update is next with Neka Oko.
Hello and welcome to the Global Market Review. European markets traded mixed on Friday as investors digested key updates from both the Bank of England and the European Central Bank. France's CAC 40 rose 0.1%, London's FTSE added 0.52%, while the Germany's DAX fell 0.74%. Stocks in Asia Pacific advanced on Friday as markets in Hong Kong returned to trade after being closed for most of this week due to the Lunar New Year holidays. Hong Kong's Hang Seng Index led gains among the region's major markets, rising 3.24% to close at 24,573.29. The Shanghai Composite is still unchanged due to the Lunar New Year holidays observed in China, while in Japan the Nikkei 225 topped 0.73%. U.S. stock futures also rose in early trading. The Dow Jones Industrial Average gained 127 points. S&P 500 added 0.8%, while Nasdaq 100 advanced 1.47%. And back home, African markets faltered on Friday. Tunisia, Namibia and Ghana were in negative territory, while South Africa and Kenya bucked the downward trend and posted gains of 0.29% and 0.42% respectively. And that's Global Market Review. I am Neka Oko.
Well, it's unfortunate a negative wrap for the Nigerian equities market as trading ended in red this Friday. The NGX All-Share Index depreciated by 0.11% to close at 47,289.92 basis points. Market capitalization dropped marginally. Investors exchanged 225.6 million shares valued at 2.385 billion naira in 4,093 deals. The financial services sector led activities in the market. And moving on, Africa Prize for Engineering Innovation has seen 5 Nigerian innovators shortlisted among 11 others from the continent. The Prize for Engineering Innovation is a UK Royal Academy of Engineering sponsored award. The Nigerians shortlisted are Adekoyejo Kuye, who developed a cold box store, an off-grid cold storage solution for farmers to store and sell fresh produce without relying on the electrical grid. Femi Taiwo developed TerraWalk, an online platform that connects users to freelancers so small business owners can find and safely outsource key skills such as coding and accounting, while Miriam Iluma developed Hobby, an online free circle platform where users can upload unwanted or unused items in exchange for virtual currency with which to purchase other goods with. Then Oluwatobi Oyilola, on his part, was selected for developing Solar Porcha, an outdoor workstation, a solar-powered space where students can connect to Wi-Fi and off-grid electricity. And Virtual Oboro developed Creep Aglow, affordable phototherapy grips that treat jaundice in newborns. The crib can operate on solar or grid power and monitors the baby's condition. In 2017, the prize was won by a Nigerian innovator, Godwin Benson, who developed Teturia, an online platform that connects people seeking to learn anything with verified local experts who can teach them what they want to learn, as well as ensuring safety, accountability, and quality learning delivery. The people of ITU, Itu local government area of Akwa Ibom State, one of the areas where the Calabar-Itu Federal Highway travels, described the ongoing road project embarked upon by the government of President Muhammadu Buhari as a fulfillment of their dreams towards an improved socio-economic life. This was when the council chairman visited the project site for a first-hand knowledge of current state of the road. Kevin Samuel reports.
People look back to the various harrowing experiences they went through for many years as a result of the deplorable state of the road. The joy on their faces explain how grateful they are to the federal government for keeping to its promise of dualizing the Calabar to Federal Highway. which they say was constructed about 40 years ago and remained in a bad state until succor came from President Muhammadu Buhari's administration.
For us as a people, as a local government area, even as a community, this is one dream comes true. We've been praying, we've been fasting, asking God when would this, embarrassment be taken off our shoulders. But thank God that at his own time, he touched the heart of Mr. President, His Excellency Muhammadu Buhari, to award this contract.
The youth here, we are very happy because this is what we have been praying for a long time. We had a series of accidents, several things happened on this road, but today, at least by the grace of God, those things have reduced.
Yeah, but we have seen that what they have done is encourageable, that they will be able to deliver us to a standard of what the federal government has given to them.
If the construction companies continue with their present level of commitment, the people say they have no doubt that the job will be delivered within their allotted time frame. From Itu local government area, Kelvin Samuel.
Next is a look at the performance of the power sector in the year ended, and Joshua Ojito has details on that.
21, an eventful year for the power sector, as the man in the helm of affairs, Saleh Mamman, exits the stage as power minister and Abubakar Aliyu steps in. With renewed vigor to implement the power sector reform program and the presidential power initiative set by the present administration to fix power infrastructure and improve supply, the new power minister set an agenda that will drive the implementation of the reforms.
Mine is to provide leadership and to ensure that we deliver power to Nigeria and to have it uninterrupted.
Considered as the driver of the economy, the sector got the support of the federal government with several memos approved by the Federal Executive Council for upgrade, rehabilitation and expansion of transmission infrastructure. So, many substations were constructed and inaugurated in addition to solar-powered projects. However, the challenge of poor infrastructure and supply, billing, energy theft and disconnect in the value chain are what industry players say remain impediments to the growth of the sector even in 2021. Also, the industrial action by the National Union of Electricity Employees of Abuja Electricity Distribution Company, AEDC, over non-payment of workers' entitlements, among other demands that disrupted supply for 14 hours in its franchise areas, key players say raised issues on the performance of all the 11 distribution companies and the need to review the privatization of the sector.
The issue of privatization, well, I think government should probably look at it vividly.
Everybody is working to make sure that the system becomes what we want it to be. In other words, pinch the wall and then power is there 24/7.
We are working with the distribution companies. Government is doing everything it can, especially through the power sector recovery plan, to make sure that there is good, the sector recovers from its financial weakness as it is today. So we are looking at a sector that at least at the minimum that must take the over 7,000 generation availability we have.
Projecting into the new year with expectation to completing and inaugurating some hydro dams like Dagdinkowa, Zungeru and Kashimbila, among others, electricity customers are hopeful of better days. Joshua Ojito.
That wraps Business Express for this week. Remember to keep in touch with us, so do send in your comments, observations and suggestions. Also be informed that all previous episodes are available on YouTube on NTA's channel. Business Express returns on Monday. I am Benny Adams saying enjoy your weekend by staying safe.